Welcome back to I Made Another Thing. Actually, this is a compilation of I made a lot of things. So I've been obsessed with making miniature little tiny books and journals, and I am a professional tarot and oracle reader. I'm also a psychic, BT dubs. And so I found this deck of cards that was already small, so I didn't have to resize them, and I was able to print them off. One of my friends told me it's actually from a game called The Room, which is not descriptive at all. The way that I laminated these cards with just like regular packing tape, I cut them into strips and then I laid them out. And the really fun thing is, you see that little stone pattern on the back of it? I just took a bit of paper that I got at an art shop that had a pattern on the back because I'm like, oh, well, it's a deck of cards. It has to have a pattern on the back. But my printer doesn't do double pattern like printing. And so, like, fuck, I'm not going to try and do all that outlining. So I think this was quite brilliant. I took just a bit of paper that already had a pattern, flipped it over, cut it down to size that my printer would accept, and voila, we have a cute little deck of like cards that did not come with a booklet, which is perfectly fine. I really just wanted to practice laminating them. And I had this brilliant idea that, oh, look at that, look at that. All of this little bits of paper. You know what that would be? Those are perfect little bookmarks for my tiny little books that I've been making. So here I am cutting down all of these little bits of paper that are left over that are laminated because I don't want to throw that plastic away. I don't want to throw shit away if I can help it. Man, that sounds hoarder-esque, doesn't it? I've actually been working really hard on emptying my house out, and this is actually a game we're playing with ourselves. A game we're playing with life is how much art supplies can I use up? I don't want to buy more, except I did just buy some ink refills, but that makes sense for an artist like me who's a poet, and I print off my poems to perform them, and I print off like little pages so that I can do coloring and stuff like that. It's fantastic. So, buying ink and buying a little bit better paper just so I can play around. I've also been making I've legit been making my own full-size journals, and I'm someone who fills a journal in 6 months. If I don't write every other day on average, I get physically sick. And so I love journals. Oh my god, look at how so many I made, and they're so cute. They are a little bit sticky, but I'm really not that worried about it. I'm pretty sure just like existing, they will become less sticky, like me, most days, some days, maybe today. Anyway, but here is my collection of tiny books that I have made so far. The top part are books that I found from a blog that I will totally link in the bottom because she has an amazing collection. I went through and printed off pages upon pages of tiny books of things that actually interested me because that one's a little cocktail booklet, and look at the little bookmark, look how cute. Oh my goodness, I used to be a bartender, so that's why I printed that one off, and every other one is witchy, some form of involved in witchy kind of vibes. Oh my god, look how tiny that is. And that little fucking skeleton. And this is like just a little book of curiosities. And I'm very excited about getting new paper. I think it's 70-pound paper, which I have a feeling, this feeling. I'm about to learn a lot about paper. I've made my own paper. I've done tea stain paper, which you will see in the little books that I've made in the bottom. Let me show you. Let me show you. Another thing, so cute. So another thing is someone gave me a pack of paper that was really cute, and on the back of it, it showed every different type of graphic that was on the paper, and that's what this little booklet came from. So I just cut them out and hot glued the spine in. That is paper I made from just like bit of junk mail, just tore it up, made a screen. What is it called? Is it called a decal? I can't remember. So anyway, I'm really proud of that, and I am making more journals with more paper that I've made. This is a bit of scrap paper from a poem that I printed off. I actually burned the edges of that poem. I'll have to show you that at some point. This is a piece of Ferrero Rocher packaging, and that is tea-stained parchment that I did because I drink a lot of herbal tea. I can't drink caffeine. It makes me vomit. Random facts, explosions of a tiny little book. Oh no, where'd the gem go? But so I have a lot of, I keep the herbs from my tea so that I can use them in like burning them as incense or, doing this where I can soak all of them together and it stains the pages gorgeous. I dry them in the oven. I have videos on it. You can go find them if you want in the little art playlist. Ah, look how fucking cool these are. Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. As the world is attempting to just break everything and anyone, I am trying so very hard to stay sane. So this was a book that I printed. It's called Black Cats that I printed, and my printer was out of black ink. And so they look really trippy and like really ghosty. And this is after getting black ink, the difference. I considered giving one of them away, but I really love both of them, and I love how trippy the one without the black ink actually turned out. It's so fucking, oh my god. I am so in love with making tiny books right now. I am watching videos on them. I am dreaming about making tiny books because I've actually been dealing with really horrific depression where I'm literally like staying in bed for hours and hours and hours and just crying to the point of like dehydration and not eating and not like drinking enough water whatsoever. And I can't do caffeine and I can't do carbonation because it hurts my body. So I drink a lot of water and a lot of herbal tea. But look at this little mushroom book. I kind of am tempted to print this one off because I really love the photos in it on the higher quality paper and to see like the difference. I did not make that little mushroom. I bought it at a yard sale that someone was getting rid of fucking art supplies, so I grabbed it and I thought they were really fucking cute. This one is a little family album of like little witchies. A discovery of witches. This font is much too small to actually be legible. I'm working on being able to. This one is called Little Witchy Fun. Oh my god, looks so cute. Dancing under the moon. Ah! I love that the person who provided these also provided end papers, which is the paper between the cover and the actual book of the beginning, because I don't really want to go design end papers right now. Oh, look, it was so fucking cute. Have you ever made a jack-o'-lantern? I did. My first jack-o'-lantern said poet. I carved out the word poet because I couldn't think of like anything else. That was what I stuck with. Golden seal. Oh my gosh. I was just talking with someone about the golden seal they have growing in their forest and how it has been almost harvested to extinction, but it slowed down in the 90s and things have tried to come back, and that's super fantastic. A little herbal book. I love herbs. If you want to talk about that, we totally can. If you want to go check out my little videos on herbs, I make tinctures. This is a book on angel sigils. I don't personally work with the angels. They're not my vibe, but I just really loved the witchy vibe of that. Oh my god, and this one's fairies. Look at the color of that. Look at that face. Also, look how ripped that dude is. What the fuck? I'm reading a book with a vampire in it, and that's kind of how I'm picturing him a little bit. Um, and this book, I didn't realize until I actually printed it and put them together that the contents of these books is the same. It's both frogs and toads, and it's fantastic. It's just different covers, and that's okay. I'm going to keep both of them. These are for me. These are mine. I love them. I love them so much. It's keeping me somewhat sane and a little bit afloat, and gives me something to look forward to and keeps my hands busy. This one's called The Occult. And uh also a fantastic thing is that learning how to make books in miniature form is way less commitment than making a huge ass journal and being like, oh shit, I fucked up the spine. That's why I'm actually learning how to gauge the spine and the covers, which the covers are just made out of a bit of packaging that is just being tossed like a pasta box. So just cut it down to, oh, look, it's little bats. I think bats are so cute. I want to pet the little bellies. They look so soft. But yeah, I know I already showed you this one, but look how cute. And the colors, it's so vibrant. And so you gotta find something to hold on to. I'm not making these for a doll or anything like that. And look, I made that locket. That's resin. I didn't make the locket, but I added the resin and the glitter. The resin actually glows. I'll show that in a later video. But I saw this while searching miniature ideas, and I'm like, oh shit, I have all of those supplies. It's just a couple beads, an earring backing, and a bit of wire. So I made this. Anyway, I love you. Bye. Go make something. Stay sane.